I'm here with Margate manager Mark Stimson after the side's 3-2 away defeat to Whitehawk. Mark, heartbreaking again to lose in the 93rd minute. How do you sum up the game?
Yeah, I think you're right there, heartbreaking. The lads didn't start particularly well. I think we gave them a 2-goal lead, although 1 goal I think was very close to an offside, but it wasn't given. But we got ourselves back in the game after that with a good goal from Stevie on the turn, nice turn in the box, and finished it well. And then again we spoke about half-time, coming out, being positive and trying to win the second half, and we got a bit of a gift. Their goalkeepers dropped it and Stevie in the right place again to put it in the net and made it 2-2. And then it looked as though it could go either way. I think both teams weren't particularly playing well on a very difficult surface, but both having half chances. And then probably the game changer, and it's something I've got to wait again to see it on video, because it's not like Ben to supposedly kick out at a player. He lost a ball in the 18-yard box, and the linesman's told me he kicked out and he's been sent off. Like I said, that's not in Ben's character. So I'll have to look at the video there, and hopefully we can appeal that, because not just to lose him today and lose these 3 points, to lose him for 3 matches would be a massive loss because of what he brings to the team. And then after that, as you know, there's probably 20 odd minutes to go, and we had to dig in with a man less, and they're always going to cause you problems kicking down this hill with their crowd behind the goal. And we hung on, we defended really, really well, and then the killer blow is right at the end, when even at the end there, the lads only sort of kept the ball in play, and it's one of our defenders has gone in as an own goal, so that makes it sort of a double bad whammy that to come away with a 3-2 defeat.
Yeah, obviously before the game we were expecting to have Sam Blackman back, our captain, but the FA ruled that the Cray game didn't really count as a game he's suspended. So do you have any comments on that?
Yes, myself and the club are confused. We don't know what's going on. We want to see that rule, because in that game against Cray, Tyrone got sent off and he served a suspension today. Sam, that was one of his suspended games, but it didn't count, and we just can't get our head around it. I can't, and it's a big blow, because like I spoke about last week, Sam would bring so much to the team. So we ain't just lost him for 2 games, we've had to lose him for another one now, making it 3. So I think we're still waiting for something from the FA to explain that rule about if the game gets abandoned, a suspension don't count. But it's very, very confusing, and I can't believe it, if I'm honest.
Yeah, as you mentioned earlier, obviously 2 quick goals in quick succession for Whitehawk. A bit like last week when we played Folkestone, but this time we rallied back, and again, like last week, we battered them for the rest of the first half, and this time we managed to grab a goal. Brilliant finish from Corley, and then we started the second half, and we finally converted a set piece, although it was a bit lucky with their keeper dropping it right onto Steve Corley's head. But yeah, you must be pleased to have the other boys rally back to get 2-2.
Yeah, and that's when you feel for them, because they've rallied back, they've rolled their sleeves up, they've had to get the 2 goals back, they've got those back, and then it's just, like I say, it's a big blow to lose it so late on and not being able to have much time to get another equaliser. But we've just said to the boys there, we know where we are in the league, we know what we're doing. Off the pitch, we're working extremely hard to bring some new faces to the club. It's just been made really difficult again this week with certain players not wanting to leave at the moment. But I'll be on my phone on the way back, checking other team sheets to see if these players who we're after haven't got any minutes today. And everything crossed. We can add some new faces next week to this squad, because it's needed. We're trying desperately hard to do it. I don't think we can do any more, and that's all the board and myself. And Stevie's back. Sam is back, and Tyrone's back next week. And there's 2 players there that I think will have an input in the team. And it's 2 home games, isn't it? Concord, Bognor. We've got to be positive. The fans who travelled today, again, first class.
Yeah, a real turning point in the game which shifted momentum from us to Whitehawk was the red card. We couldn't really see from our position. Did you have a better view on it?
Not really. I'm on the halfway line, and the lights ain't the best here, and when we see the ball go out of play, you see their lad fall over and you just think it's nothing, and then the linesman's flagging, and just spoke to him as I'm coming off the pitch, and he said our player kicked their player after the ball was out of the pitch. So again, like I said, I've got to watch the video. Hopefully that's not the case, and we can appeal against it and maybe have a little bit of luck, because at the moment I don't think we're getting much luck.
Yeah, despite the boys putting in a real shift to defend, Whitehawk coming on us with a lot of pressure. They unfortunately got a scrappy goal right at the end where Seedon has put the ball in his own net after Kayani has just put the ball across the goal. How heartbreaking is that?
Yeah, it's very heartbreaking. You know, when you come to Whitehawk, they're always going to, especially down the hill second half, you try your hardest to win the flick of the coin to try and turn them around. But obviously, you know, when they've got that second half, they're going to come at you. And we stood firm, we've done well. But it wasn't for long enough, and that killer blow at the end goes in, and like I say, we've been an own goal as well. It doesn't sit nicely. It spoiled my weekend. I'm sure everybody's weekend associated to the club, but we've got to dust ourselves down. We've got to go again, and the only way out of this is to be stand up and be counted. And like I said, if we can add a couple of faces, it really will help us.
Yeah, we go again next week at home in front of our own fans against Concord. It's quite hard to plan for a game like that, especially when they've played a lot less games than everyone else. Had another game postponed today. How are you going to plan to face a team which is really out of sorts compared to the rest of the league?
Yeah, it is difficult, but we've just got to make sure we do our things right. And I just said to the boys in there, look after yourself. We're back in training the week, and we've got to make sure, you know, the next 2 home games we really gain some points and try and get some momentum, because this is an opportunity against a side who haven't played regular, so you'd like to think they're probably not as sharp as us, and we've got to make that count.
Okay, cheers Mark.
Thank you.